to something, and then we can. Okay, okay, we're good. Okay,
Hey
so
guys.
okay, this is crazy. Say your intro, Jackson. I'm
Oh,
not
hello
gonna interrupt you.
guys. My name is Jackson 2008. Back with actually this is on Joe's channel, but yeah, this is me, Jackson 2008. I'm the one actually recording this video, but how y'all doing? I have my friends here, Joe, Brandon, and Chris all here today to talk about a little situation that's been going on because
Yeah, let
from
me turn my camera for this fucking shit. Yeah, we've been get this all crazy. So, continue, Jackson.
so yeah, so there's been this whole situation going on and it's been involving Skate because Skate decided to go after Chris, and then it was a whole thing, and then everyone was going after him for literally no reason. There was no reason to do it. I mean, the things that Chris had done were in the past, but they can't seem to move on from the past, which is a big problem. Um, and it's a bunch of things happen. We'll explain our opinions on it. If you want to know what like all happened, it's a very long story, but yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. So, I'm gonna just explain because at the time of Jackson filming this, I just finished the stream like a little while ago. So take anything with take what I'm about to say as you will. So how this all started. Now, again, take as you will. This all started because I posted a YouTube video on my YouTube channel, and the video the video is called. Let me just go on my. I'm on my channel here. Let me just go on video. Okay, the video is called "Me and the Boys Explaining Stuff," where me, Brendan, and Chris were explaining the drama that all three of us had with the group. Now, take that. That's a key word. The group. We're just explaining like all the stuff that we did that got us in trouble in the past with the group, and we talk about what happened with us and the group, and and we weren't really pointing fingers, we weren't really naming names, we were just saying how we got how the whole drama with the group. Chris was the one mainly talking about how like like how he tried to get back into the group, but everyone just disrespected him, so he just decided to away from the group. And then after that video got posted, uh Anaya texted Brendan saying, and then Brendan texted me saying that Naya wanted me to take the video down because it was causing a lot of drama. And I was like, and then I texted Brendan saying, I gotta pull up the fucking text here. I told Brendan that, so Brendan said that my most recent video, which was the me and the boys explaining stuff, which was us talking about our drama with the group in the past. Apparently, it caused some problems with the bloodline, and and then uh and then Anaya suggested I take the video down because apparently they were saying that Chris was talking shit behind their backs, and I told Brendan, look, we were giving our opinions about what was going on with the group, and I didn't plan to delete the video either way. And I said, and I told Brendan, I did not want to be involved in the situation. And that went on the whole stream too. I literally said a couple of times that I did not want to be a part of the situation. But yet they decided to involve me in the situation. And if I was still in the group chat, I would have, you know, pulled it up and read some of the stuff in there, but I'm not in there anymore because I can't see it now. But mainly, uh, throughout the like throughout like right before I got involved, right before this all went crazy, I said multiple times in the stream in multiple different sections that I did not, I repeat, I did not say that I did not want to be involved in the drama. I said that multiple times, but Skate apparently involved me in the drama, and I said I didn't want to be involved. Skate involved me, and I was like, you know what, and then I was like, you know what, I'd rather I'd rather defend Chris because now he I was involved, and then I literally saw like showed the I was like I didn't want to be involved in it, but Skate involved me anyway, and then I literally was like, you know what, invite me back to the downfall group, and then he invited me back. I shared my screen. I shared my screen throughout the entire stream. So throughout and so they all so everyone knew what was being said in that group chat, and then and then uh Jackson, you were added into the group too, but you didn't see any of the messages, so which I'm glad you didn't. But uh, Kit Kat, Ella, Skate, JJ, even Elijah were going against Chris, and then I it was like, I was trying to defend Chris because from what I understand, Chris didn't really do anything in the last couple of months. It's like
Mm-mm.
Chris just came back and we were wanting to, hang out with him again and maybe have him in the group. But from what Chris has told us, Chris has posted a long thread of him explaining what was going on and like about how everyone was disrespecting him. I saw it too, and uh then everyone just disrespected Chris after him being gone from the group for about a year, and then he comes back, and then they still disrespect him, and I was like, and then they literally, I was like, and they had no proof that Chris did any of the stuff that he said. They didn't provide any proof, and it's like they decided to just go against Chris. And then when I was like, okay, I'm going to side with Chris. And then I was like on the verge of like fucking losing my sanity. And I always said that all of them were in the wrong. They were all playing the victim because of what was going on. And then if I go on my, because like, and then everyone was literally just saying that, oh, Chris is the bad guy. I'm the victim here, and that Chris is the bad guy. And then, it's just, um, and then it's just from one fucking video. I, and then they all said that, now that I'm the bad guy now, since I was involved with the drama, and that since I was involved, I should be, uh, you know, not a part of the group, or at least not that I am now the bad guy, and you know, but it's just, and then they blame Brendan because Brendan apparently was siding with Chris too, so that's just fucking wonderful. But you know, what do you have to say about this, Jackson, from what you heard from all three of us?
Well, first off, I have no doubt that this is true because Striving Skate has done stuff like this before. First off. And second off, okay, Skate, if you're watching this video, before you go down in the comments and send some hate comment, and let me tell you something right now. I am very, very, very disappointed in you. I don't know why you think it's okay to go after someone for something that happened over a year ago. And here's the thing, you don't have to like Chris, you don't have to be friends with him. That's fine. You don't have to do that. That's your choice. But to go after someone because of something that happened like 3 4 months ago is crazy. You got to move on with your life and just move on. Okay, it happened in the past. I mean, I've done bad stuff. You've done bad stuff. Joe, Brandon, done bad stuff. Everyone in the group has done bad stuff. But just because, here's the thing, Just because though, you okay? I'm trying to get my words here because I'm going crazy. What I'm trying to say, Skate, is that you have to move on because it doesn't matter anymore. It happened such a long time ago. It doesn't matter anymore, and it won't matter because here's the thing. I don't understand why you wanna, you wanna say, oh, oh my god, like, oh, I'm for it. You have to say, "Oh my God!" Like I'm the victim. Like stop that, okay? Stop doing that, okay? First off, stop talking about being the victim and saying it's not your fault. It's your fault, and you know it's your fault. You didn't have to go, and it doesn't matter what they said in the Me and Boys Explaining Stuff video. The fact of the matter is, they expressed their opinion about the situation, and Chris is allowed to do that. He's allowed to express his opinion about things. It's a free country. It's literally in the Constitution, free speech. you know I think it's the what the Second Amendment, right?
No,
So
no,
you
Yeah,
it's
don't.
the first. It's the First
it's the
Amendment.
First Amendment.
Sorry, my bad.
First Amendment,
Second Amendment.
freedom of speech. That's
Yeah, exactly. There is freedom of speech. Okay, we don't live in North Korea or something. We are in the United States, so you can say whatever you want. And Chris decided, hey, I want to speak my mind about the situation. That's fine. He can absolutely do that. That's his right. Matter what you say. That's how he feels about the situation. So to come in here and disrespect him, disrespect Joe, that's the main part. You wanted to come in here and disrespect Joe and say Joe's a bad person for hanging out with someone you don't like. That's not how it works, Kate. That's not how it works. Okay, Joe has never done anything
And
bad to you. One time, never, ever.
and then he
And yet,
fucking disrespects me for siding with someone that I absolutely don't despise and actually care for.
yeah.
exactly. It's Brandon too. It's both of them. Okay, and you going after people. Okay, here's the thing. Again, these people can be friends with whoever the hell they want to be friends with. It doesn't matter. You, for some reason, I don't know why, it's somewhere in your delusional like mind or something, Skate. I'm sorry to say that. I know that's not
Childish,
me, but it's
fucking
the truth.
childish delusional
Yeah, the
mind.
child, yeah, like exactly what Brandon said. Just acting childish and also being delusional because you're trying to act like the victim in a situation where you provoked it, okay?
Like,
It doesn't matter what okay, sorry, Brandon, but I was still in the middle of speaking, but it doesn't matter what Chris said afterwards or what Joe said afterwards or what Brandon
like,
said afterwards.
yeah,
What they said in that video was completely valid. They talked about their drama with the group and everything, and they had a right to do that, you know?
yeah,
And here's the thing. You had a
Can
choice, Brandon. Not Brandon, sorry. You had a choice, Skate, okay? You had a choice that you made. All right. You had a choice to either ignore it or, actually take something from it and learn from it and maybe understand, more about stuff that happened or just ignore it entirely. But, you had options. But your choice was to come after Joe and everyone else.
yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Like,
And the fact of the matter is, Brandon, not Brandon. Sorry, I keep saying Brandon. Skate, you need to stop this because this isn't funny. It doesn't matter how you feel about people. You do not make yourself any better by going after people and trying to I don't know what you're doing. I just don't even know what you're doing. Like I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here. You're accomplishing nothing. You're just causing drama. And honestly, Skate, I don't know if I want to, hang around you anymore because what you did is honestly super disgusting. And this isn't the first time you've done something like this. I gave you a second chance, and you want to
ugh,
continue to do this. So, Skate, if you're watching this, just just
dude,
stop. Okay. What's up?
what really gets me, and I really don't want to bring this up, but what really gets me is that he used to be super cool on the first stream that Joe had done, that he was part of. First ever fucking stream that Skate was part of on Joe's channel. And I know I made a pretty funny yet fucked up joke about you liking guys, but then he said that you're gonna get a good, you know what, writing out. Like,
Okay, so here's the thing. So here's the thing, Brandon. You know,
that's gross. It's gross.
yeah, that's how it goes. But the point I'm trying to make is that he needs to stop. Okay, point is he just needs to stop doing that. That's not funny, and nobody finds it funny. And honestly, and as I've said, Striver's Gate, I don't think I want to be around you right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, sure, it was a funny joke for like the first half of the time, but now it's just what the fuck? Seriously.
Yeah, and it's just like Striver's Gate, hating on people and canceling people is not how you go about things. So just stop, okay? I don't care what your intention was with
And
that, no matter if it was good or bad. Just stop, okay?
uh-huh,
And okay,
uh-huh.
and honestly, Skate, I just want to say this to you right now. You, okay? I'm gonna say this. This might sound harsh, but Skate, you are part of cancel culture because what you did is the definition of canceling someone. It is the definition of it because you're canceling Chris and
Oh
you're not even
damn.
giving him a chance. You're not even giving him a chance to do anything. You're not even giving him a chance. You're just hating on him, and you're a part of that. And that might be hard to hear for you, and you might get mad at me for saying that. But that's how it
Damn.
is at the end of the day. And if you get mad at me for that, then it clearly shows me that you are not a good friend because you should take my opinion and at least understand why I
Bro
feel
did
the way I
not hold
feel and
back.
just go after me. You know?
You fuck. Damn, Jackson. I don't think
Man,
that was harsh at all. I think that was fucking legendary that you said that.
Yeah.
yeah. But it is the end of the day. The truth is that, he
That's
did
the
that.
definite truth, though. He is part of cancel culture
Can
because
can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah.
go ahead.
So when you were talking about Skate saying he was the victim, there was another person who was also victimizing themselves and then said that they were all victims and everyone agreed with him. That person was Ella.
Mm-hmm.
She she said that she was a victim and then she said that we're all victims in that GC. And then she comes into the comments of the stream and starts saying that she doesn't want drama, but she already got involved into it by saying that herself and everyone else was a victim.
Yeah, exactly. And
W-
that's the
And
thing.
that's stupid because they're saying they're all the victim, but they're harassing me for something I wanted to get off my chest when they're making themselves look like the victim when I'm the real victim from their unnecessary harassment.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
I hope people know that this kind of things are why I'd hate to bring this up, but this kind of stuff are why people actually off themselves because of
Mm-hmm.
stuff like this constant harassment because of something they said or just because with
Mm-hmm.
no reason whatsoever. This is type of crap why unaliving like someone blah, 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 someone unaliving themselves is like that rate is high
Yeah.
because of
And
stuff like this happening.
yeah, I've gone through the same harassment with my dad and stepmom. It was so bad one night that I had a pretty full blown argument with my mom about, something really stupid. It was taking a shower, but I got so pissed that I literally started freaking the fuck out. Started making death threats and hurt threats to myself in front of her, screaming and crying so bad that I had to be sent to a mental hospital.
And I also want to say is you don't know what someone goes through in their life.
No,
Just
you never
because they
know.
say something of something that happened in their life, like these guys know, I lost my dog like almost 5 months ago, and it still hits pretty hard thinking about it.
Oh yeah,
I literally can't walk into two parts of the house being normal. But you don't know what goes on in another person's
yep. And
personal life.
yeah, to this day,
So
Yeah.
I still remember
it's
my dog's
best
death.
that you think twice before you do something that may or may not end up having someone off themselves, because if they do,
Hmm.
their blood is on your hands. You are going to be the reason they did what they did, and people will then go at you for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like honestly, like yeah, honestly, I'm I don't even know what to do anymore. Like I don't like it's like I'm still in shock from this whole drama. Like I just don't know if I should even trust Skate anymore. Like I don't even know if I should trust Skate, Ella, or even Kit Kat for that matter. Because I don't like besides us four, I don't know who to trust because everyone just went after like all of us. Like everyone just went
Yeah,
after like
and all
went
right.
after me, went after Brendan, went after Chris, when
Now,
clearly we were just, when when me, Chris, and Brendan were the three that
hmm
were being targeted for a video that I posted, and for me being friends with, for me being friends with Chris, I chose to
now,
stay friends with Chris. I
yes,
chose that. And I chose to be
you
friends
did.
with Brendan again. I didn't have
Yes,
to, but I did. So I honestly just don't know. I don't know who to trust anymore besides the three of you and Joshua. So
of course. And
besides
apart,
Joshua, besides you three and Joshua, that's four people. I don't know who to trust anymore. Like I don't know who's not. I don't know whose side everyone else is taking Skate's side, and then it's I don't know about Joshua, but he wasn't really involved, so I guess he's kind of
yeah,
on our side. But all I can say is that I just don't know who to trust anymore.
and yeah, what
I
sucks is
agree.
that
Like,
Kit Kat was saying that she didn't want to be part of the damn drama. She literally even said on the stream herself, "Can we just
hmm
fucking move on?"
Exactly. Finally, someone who's actually using their common sense. I'm sorry to say that, but
But
I'm sorry to say,
then,
I
There is
really
a
don't
but
like
to this.
what.
but then, she decided to turn on herself towards Chris, saying that she had still not forgiven him for the breakup that happened between them two.
Oh, never mind. Never mind my comment. Not the first comment I said about King. Because first off, I just want to say sorry to anyone who, if you get okay. Here's the thing: for people who are watching this video, right? If you get offended by what I say here, ultimately that's whatever. Okay, but you got to understand, okay, that you got to understand
Oh,
that
hell,
like
hold on, hold on.
what?
Did y'all just see the new Discord message?
From what?
Says good news though. Ella and Elijah don't hate you guys at all. They and the others just want peace and don't want the friendship to end with Joe at all. Okay.
Also, I'd hate to bring this up from like years ago. I want to say that the breakup wasn't my fault between me and Kay. She broke up with me to get back with her ex.
Yep, I
All
That's all
right.
I
remember her
want to
telling me
say.
that. I
That's all
remember
I
her
want to
telling me
say.
that.
Okay. Uh, so all I really have to say about this is that it uh it caused a lot of uh basically emotional trauma to this because now we're not going to forget like all of this. We're all going to like basically
Seriously,
like
this
not
is gonna
forget
hit
this
us
and
all. This is gonna hit us all one day in the future. We're like, oh, you guys remember that one time when this shit happened? Let's go talk about it again in a private spot, you know?
yeah, like it just
Now,
seems fucked up.
okay, so since I'm the last person to say my shit, okay. Jesus do Jesus. First of all, Kit Kat had told me that she didn't blame me for what had happened in the previous stream. And she asked me if it was Chris and Joe, the drama wise. And then she had said, well, then I had said Chris and Joe, but then she's like, so it's just Chris then? I'm like, yes. But that tells me that she was blaming it mostly on Chris then.
Look, I just want to say, just because I was mainly the only one who talked throughout that whole stream or video, my bad, that doesn't mean everything's my fault.
No, no, not at all.
Like, I may have mainly talked, but I wasn't the only one who talked.
Nope. Now, this really gets on my nerves because Skate's going after me because I apparently had a say on what was going on with the group, even though I barely talked during that video. I was mostly just chilling, playing my game, doing my usual shit, and just not saying a damn word. All I fucking did was agree with you, Chris, and Joe. That's all I fucking did. So then, um, a guy named Daniel also didn't want to have anything with the drama, which he said some pretty gnarly shit, I'll say that, but for like the first few minutes. He but most of it is like, can we all just get along and stop fighting? Most of that. That's what most of it was. And I just I goddamn I feel so bad for Chris because he doesn't deserve this. I mean, I know I
Honestly, go
huh,
ahead.
but I you know, I like him. Not that way, of course, but he's cool. Like he's funny. He's a funny man.
I'll agree
And
with that. And I mean, honestly, nobody deserves this type of thing. Yeah.
no, I care
Yeah,
for him.
yeah,
I care
okay,
for him.
yeah, and you know what? It's like honestly, uh, I honestly just wanted to have a normal fucking stream, but
No,
honestly, that was
it
just too much. That
did
was too
not
much to
be.
ask. That was too much to ask because then
Uh-huh.
Skate. It's like Skate came in and literally just was like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna just do this," and
He ruined
then
it all for us.
yeah, ruined it all. And honestly, now I kind of fucking hate Skate now. I kind of just hate him now because of what he did. Like I thought he was like a cool guy, but now I just kind of hate him now. And it's like
Now,
JJ, a lot. It's like And then literally said, and then Elijah, I can't forget about him but he told him to back down, but he was still involved in it. So I'm gonna bring his name up too. So Skate, JJ, Elijah, Ella, Kit Kat, and Kid Soda. And I don't know if there's another one in there, but if there is, I forget the name. Um, they were
Kid,
all playing. They were all playing the victim, and they decided to
was it Kid? I don't know.
they decided to disrespect us and decided to uh, say that we're not the victim, that they're the victims, when clearly it's me, Brendan, and Chris that are the victims here.
Hmm. And then um, now I can't be totally mad and hateful towards Anaya because it was only a small percentage of the beginning part of the drama. I'm mostly more mad at Skate than Anaya. So Anaya, you're safe. Skate, fuck you. Like
Yeah,
seriously, fuck you, you pussy ass motherfucking bitch. If you wanted
yeah,
to go to a school for education, you should have gone to a school where the dumbasses live.
Damn.
uh-huh.
Ouch. That one's gonna
And
hurt.
Skate, if you're okay, this is gonna be. I know this is gonna be really, really harsh, but um, Skate, if your school was basically like an airport, then you would be one of those idiots who could fly there.
Jesus.
I
Ouch.
also want to say something about what Skate said about me.
Sure.
I don't remember specifically what he said, but when he said I was not worth time and that I was just a waste of breath, he was pretty much saying that I should just unalive myself.
Is that what he was saying, or was that what he was implying? Because I didn't see that.
That's what he said at the end of his first ever voice message in that GC. I don't remember what else he said, to be honest, but I do
Um,
remember him saying that I'm a waste of time and a waste of breath.
waste of breath. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I just don't know what to say about this anymore. Everything else is pretty much just said. So I'm honestly surprised that, Skate would do this though. Like, but I have nothing else to say.
I've, never seen this side of him ever.
Me neither. Like, I've never seen this side of him either.
Give or
Like,
take that he exposed me on YouTube for disrespecting Ella at one time.
hmm but I've never seen this side of him. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
I get, I get it. He's, I get it. He exposed me. So what? I don't really give a fuck about what he does. But what he's trying to accomplish here is getting. You know what? You know what they call that shit? They call that attention seeking.
I bet it is.
He's getting attention from people. He's gone. It went from me to Chris when it came to exposing. Like,
Yeah,
Skate,
exactly.
where the fuck did you go to school? Idiotsville?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Wow.
Okay. Yeah. I pretty much said what I need to say on stream to Skate. So if
Yeah,
anyone
I'm
else has
done with
anything,
my
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I'm done with my shit too. So if anyone else has anything to say, then just say it now, and then Jackson can end the video, and he can
Say your
schedule
piece
it, and then he
now.
can have it come out tomorrow on my channel.
Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna say to honestly everyone who is saying they're a victim. Okay, first off, okay, maybe back then you were the victim, but now, now, here's like, you may have been the victim back then, but the fact that you're still mad about that and that you're bringing it up, that ultimately makes you the villain now because you're trying to bring things back that shouldn't even been brought up. Like, could we just forget about these things? Like, I don't
We
get why
should
you
have
keep
just forgotten it in
harboring
the
on them.
fucking first place.
Just move on from the fucking past. Like, it's not that hard, you guys.
Like,
It
I
really isn't.
know. Okay, I know that I can't forgive my dad for what he did to me, but at least I'm moving on from that. Yes, it may take me a long, long time, but I'm moving on from that. But this man can't move on from lit- almost fucking anything. I bet he can't even move on from his own family drama.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he can't even. I bet if he was in a relationship and then, dating for a while and then broke up with the girl of his dreams, I bet he couldn't even get over that goddamn drama with the girl. Just like Kit Kat couldn't get over the breakup with Chris.
Yeah.
Get over them.
That she caused, that apparently she's now saying that I caused. I also wasn't a dick to her about it. I was extremely upset that she would leave me for her ex.
Seriously. And I had to check up on her because of that. I had to make sure she was okay. Jesus
I
Christ.
can tell you that it was last year when I was in band. We did a state performance thing,
Hmm.
and we were literally on our way back, and I get a long ass breakup message saying she wants to go back to her ex because he's changed.
Let me tell you something about that. So, recently, oh boy, get your ears ready for this. Recently, I think, pretty sure she told me, yeah, she did, that I said, "How are you and Nick doing?" She said, "Not good." I can't exactly remember what it was. She said, "Not good." I said, "Well, what happened?" Then she said, "Well, we both broke up again because he still hasn't changed from the last time." Like,
That's what I said. A guy will say he's changed, but he really hasn't, unless he's taken
then,
time for himself to
yeah,
change, like I
then I,
have.
then I was like, then why did you go back with him? I literally told her that before. She even came to me after the whole drama that happened between me and the group. The first drama, actually. Or no, it was the. No? Yeah, actually, yes, it was the first drama. After like several months, she came to like, you know what? You were right. Me and it was actually about you and her. It was like you were right. Me and Chris never had it worked out with each other. We both broke up. I was like, I was fucking right. You didn't listen to me. Even if it was with Nick and she admitted that I was right, I would have said the same thing. So,
Well,
anyways, go ahead, Jackson.
is there anyone else who is exactly involved? So wait, who else was like involved?
It was all of us, but it was mainly targeted towards me.
Yes.
So they didn't say anything about me, right?
No.
No,
I would have
they
been so
thought
pissed.
they assumed you were on their side, so they didn't say anything about you.
Well, how about well after they see this video, I'm really not sorry.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? Yeah, it was mainly targeted. Yeah, this whole thing was mainly targeted towards me, Brendan, and Chris. Mainly towards Chris, but everyone else was just attacking me and Brendan on the side. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you know,
Like I hate being targeted because it makes me feel like a bad guy. Crazy.
yeah. Anyways, is that all we needed to talk about in this video, or
Yeah.
is there more?
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done
Before
too.
you end it, I also want to say that pretty much everything in that group chat was nothing but lies.
Yeah.
Like
And
it
utterly
was
chaotic.
I'd hate to pinpoint the lies on one person, but if they're just gonna say stuff that I did that I never really did, I don't really feel bad. But it was mainly Elijah saying stuff that never really happened. Like, um, he was saying how I said that he took one that I didn't like how he took all my jokes seriously. He said that they weren't funny. He what else did he say? Um
Hold on, let me look at something real quick.
um I don't remember what else he said, but most of it was lies. That's all I could say.
All right.
And then of course, Skate was lying, which is obvious because he started it.
Uh, I just I
And
keep
Skate has lied about me for stuff, multiple stuff, and he will deny anything when it comes to me. Like, I've said it like twice in the stream, and I'll gladly say it again, but before, no, this is not me, like, dwindling on it. It's just me bringing it up. There's a difference. Skate has accused me of going into JJ's server and sending furry porn when I've never been in JJ's server in my life.
what? What?
Yeah, apparently he did that.
I
Okay.
never did. And when I confronted Skate about it multiple times, he he denies that I didn't do it, and he'll continue to say that I did it. He never provided proof either.
And you know what? That's another thing. It's like during that whole like confrontation with like that whole in that whole group chat, like
Oh,
where everyone was just blaming Chris and blaming me and whatnot. They never provided proof of any of us doing any of that bad stuff. Like I'm not even kidding you. They never even provided one piece of
not a
proof.
single bit of proof at
Yeah,
all.
and I know they're gonna say, "Oh, we didn't provide proof either." Well, they were mainly accusing us of doing the stuff that they were accusing us for, but they didn't provide any proof towards what they were saying for us is that was true. So
And I want to say, them saying I was talking shit behind their back, I never was talking shit about anybody. I was just saying how I felt and how I was treated in your server, Jackson, and how
Yeah.
much I didn't really like it, and my view and how my opinion and how I felt, and how everyone was rude
Mm, man.
and disrespectful.
Ah, Chris, man. Sorry.
It's like when I'm a part of something, people find a way to make me the bad guy. It's like, oh, not this person or this person. Yeah, let's go with Chris.
Yeah, it's like literally like it's like they barely accused me and Brendan, which I'm glad they didn't, but they barely
Oh, I would
accused
have
me.
if they had mostly accused me for stuff I did. I would have left it off the handle with them.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that's everything that needed to be said. But if
Yeah.
Jackson, if you got anything else to say about this, say it now. Otherwise, just end the video, man.
Well, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you enjoyed, subscribe and like, hit that notification bell. And as I always say, Godspeed to you all and Godspeed
Yeah.
to America. Stay
Yeah,
safe
and
out
yeah,
there.
and this is going on my channel too. This is going on my channel, so
Do your
subscribe.
outro then.
Yeah, so subscribe to me, subscribe to Chris, subscribe to Brendan, subscribe to Jackson, subscribe to everybody in here
Yep.
because, like, especially me, Brendan, and Chris, because all of us uh have been fucking traumatized by this now.
Hmm.
Yeah. But anyhow, hope you guys all enjoyed and I'll see you guys next time. Say bye
Right.
everybody.
See y'all.
Bye.